Welcome back, everybody. Some more Civ 4 colonization. It is July of 1638. Something to note: at the beginning, I don't know how long, but at the beginning, there's no turn limit on this game. But at the beginning, you start out at 1492 when your first turn, and I think each turn progresses an entire year for a while, because if you go to your save files, you start seeing the months. It's kind of like goes quarterly. I don't know if it like goes to monthly after that later on, but right now we're in July. We'll see if next turn is August or if it's like, October or whatever. Like it kind of jumps by the quarter. I think that's what it's doing seasonally at this stage. But anyways, last time we talked about a number of things, like a bazillion things, an hour's worth. We got the ships up here patrolling the crossing. They're harassing enemies. That is a pirate and that is a privateer. So they're able to attack without being at war. And the natives have been continuing to harass. It looks like they've got a mounted brave here and two braves. Okay, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units, including a well-experienced one and some dudes on the way. I think what's happened is some of the units are emptying out to go to the front line here because the Spanish are now in conflict with them. So I don't know where the Spanish situation is as far as territory goes, but we are sitting in the second place position, but only a little bit better than last time. We're not really any better off. We were just about like 300 at the beginning of last episode, something like that. And I think we were maybe 295 or whatever it was, like 305 or something like that. So we got maybe 35 points, but so did William Penn, who was at 450-ish. So we gained positions, but we didn't gain on Penn at all. So that is still a major concern. So I'm going to shut that off because it's a very busy overlay. The next thing that we were dealing with was increasing the productivity of places by continuing to shuffle workers to their appropriate locations and improving or setting up our military defense front line here. So what I'm going to do before we go any further, we can take this silver in. Do we have the wagon on its way with some gold? No, but there is 30 of it here. So let's pull the wagon back next turn. This guy can hang out for a bit. We have a line infantry, a veteran line infantry, so a actual European line infantry with experience. We have an independent or indentured servant as a line infantry, and we have a free colonist as line infantry. You see in the left-hand side when we do the pop-up. So these three guys are gonna. Oh, and we also have another one. Good. 1, 2, 3, and 4 infantry there. Good. And we have these two artillery who are in sleep mode, and this guy's going to settle somewhere else, somewhere after we knock out the colonies and tribes spaces in between, including probably Lens up there. But that's defended now. So the next one is Fort Nassau. We have the artillery, siege artillery, heavy artillery and light artillery in wait there. We got two newbies and 2 rookies and a veteran there. I'd like one more rookie to move down there. So you have you're a free colonist version. Good. Okay, so that will take care of Fort Nassau's units. This guy is going up to the top. So we have the 2 artillery here. Waiting, good. And we have a free colonist and an indentured servant, both ready to defend. And this guy is a veteran infantry. Okay. And then here we just have the experienced guys that are also generals and other things. We have one general dude down here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one of you and pop you up here. And then the general can come to the doom stack. Good. Okay. Light artillery, heavy artillery, and light infantry. So I need one more veteran here. There is need for another veteran here. Okay. And the rest is sorted. So these 2 cities are sorted. They need a veteran and two rookies. And this place needs a veteran and 2 rookies. Okay. Now, in Europe, where are we at? We have 1,300 bucks. So we're going to need a whole bunch of more stuff delivered before we can cash in on that. And the rest are waiting. So you and you go into sleepy mode together. Good. Okay, next thing I want to cover is the 4 cities here and their supplies. So let's start in here, and we're going to go to the exports. We're going to clear all, both imports and exports. Good. Then Fort Nassau, and I will clear all. The Isabella, we will clear, and I don't think we had any there, but Vegas, we will also clear. All right. So Vegas is going to be producing the producing barley, which we can do here, which is nice. We don't have a barley spot anywhere else, and cocoa leaf. Those are the 2 that I've decided we're going to do in Vegas. So to do so, oops, not that. To do so, we need tiles that can produce barley, and I don't recall what spots can produce the barley. We can get barley out of grasslands, it looks like. This is Savannah that doesn't produce it. Savannah doesn't produce as well. Grassland does. And here is also Savannah. I need to find a prairie tile. I think we know those do not produce. I'm wrong. Those do produce. So prairie and grassland both produce the stuff we need here. So this is a grassland tile, and he's making a plantation. That plantation will produce better barley or not? No, a farm is better for the barley. So let's switch him out to farm. So there's 2 spots there that can produce barley. That's great. And then we need the spots here to produce the cocoa leaf. And I think we can get 3 of the cocoa leaf spots, and then we'll have lumberyard. Perhaps this is cocoa leaf as well, I'm not sure. But right now it's a Savannah Jungles, Hills, Savannah Jungle, yeah. So cocoa leaf and grain for food and barley. So these guys want to export cocoa leaf and barley, and that's it. Although I suppose they could also export food when it's over 100. No, up here, sorry, 100. Not lumber. Export, no, auto export over 100. Turn on and off to start. A high number of trades slows down. This feature will allow disabling trade routes when there's nothing to transport. So when we're over 100 food, it should enable itself again and then shut itself off after the trade is finished. I think this will automatically do it on its own. That's fine. Lumber could also be exported at that level, but let's say lumber we do over 100? Yeah, over 100. Auto export lumber. Now, barley is going to auto export over 50. Because I don't want them like constantly running wagons endlessly. And then cocoa leaf is also going to be done, but I got to go to the import tab. For some reason, they don't do that the same way over here. There we go. Auto export over 50, please. Okay. Yeah, auto export over 50. Auto export the barley, cocoa leaf, lumber, food. Anything else they're going to have here? I don't think so. It's pretty much all we're going to produce here, so that's good. Now, they will import not all goods. The only thing I want them importing is Turn on at 75%, turn off compared to maintenance level. Well, importing no transport can make the warehouse exceed this amount. Okay, let's say we do 100 stone on a feeder. I think the import feeder is what I want, right? The on-off thing, right? Until it gets used up, it won't request any more of it. And that's fine. We don't need any of that. Don't need ore, don't need sheep or cattle or horses or any of those things. Some finished goods maybe, but we might add the finished goods later as they request them. Once we start building up some of these other towns, we'll probably do that. You don't need rope and such. We might make this place do hemp and stuff for the docks. That's possible, but not yet. No gold, no silver, no gems, no coffee, none of that jazz. I don't think there's anything else we need to import from these places at all. Pretty sure. Okay, so they're up to 100 stone. They'll also probably... That's fine. So just bring in some stone. Oh, they need to bring in some tools as well. Of course they do. Where are the tools? Probably passed them already. I did. Zoom, zoom, zoom. No? What? That's iron, or that's ore, rather. Am I missing something here? Roll slower, Drake. Oh, there they are. Tools. So I want a 100-point feeder. I don't think we need more than 100. Let's do that. Edit, import, export. Is that 45 of 0 is telling us how much is importing? Maybe. So the stone we're telling them to keep 100 stone and 100 tools for production, for building production. All right, that guy's done. Now off to Fort Orange. Fort Orange is not going to import export. Not at all. It will fully be self-sustaining over here by doing its own thing. And New Amsterdam. Let's skip New Amsterdam for a moment and go to La Isabella. So this place is going to import no, it's going to import the same sort of, can have the same sort of thing with food. So we'll have an auto export of 100 food and an auto export of 100 logs. If we're over that amount, export them. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. If they're, yeah, not really. Let's make that 200 for the logs. Fine, I'm actually going to go back to Vegas and do the same for the lumber. So only if you're over 200. Okay, let's do that. And it is auto with export on. Do that. Now back to Isabella. So Isabella is exporting... oh, not there. Not there. Over here. Auto export when you get over 100 food. Okay? Auto export when you're over 200 lumber. I want you to import to maintain. Put a feeder import for 100 stone. And then we also want tools. I just saw them blast past there for a moment. There we are. Tools, I want you to import a feeder stock of 100. Okay? There you go. So maintain the stone and the tools, maintain the lumber and the food out. Stone and tools in if you need to. And then exporting. What these guys are going to produce is tobacco that will then get turned into cigars. They will do coffee that then gets turned into coffee berry that turns into coffee bean, and cocoa that gets turned into cocoa plant or whatever. What is this? Cocoa pods turned into cocoa. Okay, so For those plants, what we need to do is set those, each of the plants that they're producing, so cocoa pods, auto export when they are over 300. Okay, so if there's too much of it, export over 300. Got it. And as well for tobacco, those are conveniently right side by side. There you go. You're going to import, go with a feeder stock. No, we're going to go to just straight up import for tobacco. You are the place that tobacco, the cocoa pods, coffee berry, and tobacco plant goes to. Okay, so they'll import those. That's going to loop. So instead of this export, we'll actually remove these. If we have extras of the plants, we'll just have to sell them. That's fine. We can do that with a the auto seller building, whatever it is, later. Now, you guys don't hold any of the rest of this. Auto export anything that you don't produce. That's the other thing I need to do. Not those. You will be auto exporting your hemp. Do not auto export iron unless you're overstocked. No, that's fine. If you have other resources like the leaf, the cocoa leaf, or you get cotton here, or sugar, wool, indigo. Yeah, we're not doing ranching here, so that's fine. Fur that arrives can go out. Pine furs. Rock salt can go out. Spices can go out. Barley can go out. Sugar can go out. Grapes. We don't want grapes here. Or whale fat. None of the fancy lumbers. Rope and sailcloth will leave. Might deliver those for work things. Feeder importing on the tools. Weapons. Here's the silver auto out, gold auto out. And those are at 0 amounts. If anything delivers there, it won't be regular. Okay, so cocoa is going to go out, but it's going to go out after it gets 50. Okay, auto out when you got 50. Same with this guy. Auto out on 50, and same with the tobacconist. When you've made 50, you go out. So those are the main exports of this town. I think that's it. And I'll probably do the coats and everything else as well like this. Until, actually, not these, not the finished goods. Because those might be usable for, I think the colored cloth is one as well as cloth and wool cloth. So those are finished products. I don't want those going out yet. Salt, it's fine. Spice, beer, rum, wine, and train oil, fine furnishings and luxuries. Good. Okay, then back to Vegas. So you're going to export anything that is not that's not your produced product here. Anything you get a surplus of that's not your produced product. Now this place might actually get those other things because they might have loot from ships. The raw materials that we want to export raw materials that are not being used in these cities. That's the plan. Like rock salt, yes, not regular salt. That makes sense to me. Somehow. I know it's a weird and thing to be focusing on, but this is part of the game. To me, this is a lot of the game, actually. All right, so that's there, and then the next one is Fort Nassau. So this place. So wait a second. Back to recap. Vegas is producing cocoa leaf, and it's producing barley. But producing barley and turning it into beer. So I did that wrong, didn't I? Did I export the barley? I don't want to export the barley here. Is that what I told them they're going to do? Yeah, I told them to auto-export barley. Do not auto-export barley. Import barley. Cocoa leaf is different, but import barley here. Good. And then they will export beer when it's over 50. Down here somewhere. Barley gets turned into beer, right? Yeah, rum. Where are we here? Hold on a second. Okay. Down here. Beer, rum, wine. Yeah. Barley to beer, sugar to rum, grapes to wine. Okay. So export the beer. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Right down to the bottom, please. Scroll. There we go. Beer. Auto export when over 50, please. Good. That's the solution there. All right. Then next is La Isabella, and they have the same sort of thing, except for make sure that they are importing the resources we need them to bring for their own productions. Import all, and import all. Lovely. Now Fort Nassau. So it is a gold exporter, obviously, but they're going to do the same thing with the food. If you have more than 100, auto export. If you have more than 200 lumber, auto export. Good. And the import to maintain, no, feeder to maintain 100 of the stone, and then tools should be down there after the raw materials. Treasures, tools. Feeder for 100. Good. All right. So we get stone and we get tools. We export lumber and we export food. Next thing they produce here is salt to rock salt. So we need them to take the auto out. Not that. That is a consumed item. Auto out the cocoa pods and the berries and the tobacco. Wool can go out. Cotton can go out. No, cotton does not go out. Cotton imports. Indigo. This is also producing cotton. This produces cotton, spice, and rock and salt. So cotton gets turned into cloth. So it's cloth, spice, and salt. Out. They also produce coats. So import the fur. We don't do exotic fur. We don't do what's called premium fur here, though. Rock salt gets imported. Auto export any of the premium furs. Spice is imported here. Barley is auto out. Sugar is auto out. Grapes out. Wine, whale fat out. Premium lumber out. Trade goods is not a thing. Rope. All these are now finished products. So the ones we need focus on are down here. We got silver. We don't make silver here, so that's fine. Gold, however, we want to go wait until you get 50, not 500. Please, good sir, 50. And then you auto that out. No gems. We don't auto the finished products unless they're the ones. No tobacco here. You're getting this cloth. So go cloth after 50. Oops, oh my goodness. 500 again. I did the wrong number. Nope, don't auto those out. We are making coats here from regular fur. We are making salt here from rock salt. Keep doing this whole 500 typing thing. It's spices, 50, auto, beer is fine. We also are outputting hemp here. Let's go back up and find the hemp. Right up near the top. We're not able to make any of it, so we auto out. We'll auto it out at 50 because we don't want the wagon coming every day. All right, that's that one. And now for the capital. So this is like half of the episode's going to be this, but that's fine. That's the whole point of it. Importing, exporting from the capital. So if I tell them import all, that shows everything that, well, not food, not stone, not tools, but all of the like trade goods and raw resources get imported here. I honestly don't want that. I want to walk through them. So I'm going to clear that again. But that's basically the gist of it if you want to just do it the easy. If everything's going to one place and then you're processing it, that's how you do it. You got one city that just produces a lot of food and just has all of the specialists in it. That's possibly an okay idea. You'd have a hard time keeping the health up, I suppose, but maybe not. Health and happiness might be doable there. Now, food, actually they probably would, because a place like that would have a ton of specialists. And it would be like a metropolis of domestic need. All right, so food, you guys are not going to export food. You're going to import food, because this will be a highly populated city. And they're not going to have any fields producing food. That's fine. They might produce some food from animals, but probably not. You're going to import food. You're going to import lumber. You're going to import. You're going to export stone when you're over 200. And actually, now that I think of it, so is Fort Nassau, but not yet. When I switch that up to get some quarry workers there, that might be something there. All right, so that's the food, the wood, stone. Hemp is going to be imported here. Iron, we don't need to import. We'll be making our own. Don't know about the sheep and the cattle. Suppose we don't need to... We could have butchers here. We could bring the sheep and the cattle to the city here. Maybe. We'll see. I'm not going to mess with those now. Horses we don't... Well, we'll take an import for horses. Horses, cattle, and sheep can be imported here, in case they're exported somewhere else. We do want to allow them to import cocoa leaf. Let's do feeder, and let's say 100 for the things that we want to bring in here for domestic trade. So they'll bring out a maximum load of 100 and then stop. Well, at 75, they'll turn on the demand to bring it up to 100 and stop at 100. Cocoa pods go out, coffee goes out, tobacco goes out. Wool. We'll import wool. We're not importing cotton. Sit down for a second. Did Fort Nassau import cotton? I hope so. They're supposed to be. Yes, they are. Good. I think we're getting this. We're getting this. This is working. All right, down to the cotton again. There we go. And we are... we're importing the wool. We're auto out the cotton because we're not using it here. Indigo can auto out. It'll have to go somewhere else. We are going to allow import of cowhide, and we are going to auto out fur. We're going to allow the import of premium furs because we don't have anywhere for them to go now, right yet. We're going to auto out salt, auto out spices, auto out barley. We have places for those. The sugar is being done here, isn't it? This is a sugar plantation. Okay, so we will import sugar. We will we'll import grapes, because everything that we're not producing somewhere has to have somewhere to go if it's being removed. So we'll take those. We'll take those. I guess that doesn't need to be done. All right, rope and this stuff is not for delivery. The tools are. We can auto out tools when we get over 200. We can allow import of weapons and such, because that's probably where we'll process them. I don't know. Silver import, gold import, gem import. Do we do the fancy feeder for 100? Yeah. For gold and silver and gems, we're just importing straight up. And then we'll do the feeder stock for these guys. Let's say cocoa to import. We're just going to straight up import it. It's fine. We don't need a feeder, but we can import them so they can be used here and sold in the New World. We'll see. Might have to manually deliver bits at times. That's fine. Wool cloth can be imported for now. Actually, we don't need to. Cloth, we will import cloth when it gets exported from there. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take whatever yeah, because even if these are produced somewhere or aren't produced somewhere, we'll import them here. We're not gonna, these are finished goods. We're not gonna export them. They'll either get sold from here or they'll get moved to the cities that need to be stocked for production. Sugar, rum, yeah, that's fine. We'll be selling it right out of here. And luxuries, good. Okay, that is sorted. Oof, that was a turn. I want to be done already. I'm overexhausted, thinking too hard on the brain. All right, so the other thing I want to do is have, whoa, that was a lot of movement, is have our, well, I guess this guy just finished fishing. Good, another stellar fisherman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Cool. Positive food supply. This will go up by 1 as it improves. Okay. We may need more stuff at some point here, but you guys can all go into sleepy mode. Now, I don't know that I've got mobility through these places, but I'm really not interested in moving through their turf. But you're going to make a mine here. Oh, the culture's expanded. Good. Can we take on any more silver and gold? Have a little bit of silver. And we didn't bring any gold. Okay. Oats and spices and stuff. All right. How's the gold? Hernan Cortez, Santo Domingo, Hernan Cortez is now under the rule of Mixtec. Nice. Okay, you're autoing. That's okay, I suppose. The other thing I need to do here is probably build a trek. Do we have the supplies for it? We do. Let's make a trek. That's like an upgraded version of the wagon train. It's faster and it's more potent. Is it faster? It's faster. So they run 2 strength, 2 speed. So same thing, but 4 cargo size. Yeah, that's awesome. So we'll make 2 of those actually, and then the city hall can finish. Those 2 treks and the wagon should be plenty to move things around here. Super plenteous movements. This is. Oh, we have 2 wagons. My apologies. I thought we had only 1. Go ahead and auto. And how are we doing here? We got the village. We have the village well coming up soon. For now, our master spice trader can go here, I suppose. Yeah, she can just help bump the medicine for a few turns. We did have a shuffling of some doctoral duties. Our extra tobacconist is here. Good. That might wreck our health situation. No, it is still positiving a little bit. Because apparently the firebrand preachers have a bonus. Yeah, +1 production. Same as the nobles. They can do a little better in... They're traditionally trained, so they... maybe they know how to better bleed or leech people. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Troops defending. Good. Ship not quite ready to unload. Way to turn. All right, this guy needs to possibly load up some stone. And some stone. And some... what else? How about sailcloth? And unload that and load up rope. Good. And you can deliver up to La Isabella so that they've got a supply up there. Oh, something woke you? Oh yeah, something woke you because you were sleeping till repaired. 35 strength, 5 levels of experience, 33 strength, and 6 levels of experience. We did lose that one privateer, but the other one's done well, so... Or survived, anyways. There, message has arrived. One of the trading companies wants us to set up a fort on the border. This would benefit us, but would anger the neighbors. Where? Ah. A fort is built. Subtract $1,000 from the treasury. You can build a free fort and lose a colonial militia. Why would I do that? Don't have time for this right now. The colonial militia will be busy for one turn, unavailable for any other duties except self-defense. Trading company should take care of itself. Threats trade interests of the neighbors? Doesn't, though. We're going to have no neighbor shortly, or not that neighbor shortly. I don't like this idea. I don't know where it's going to be, so we're just going to say no, and we'll just leave him busy for a while. That's fine. You get to do your explory thing. These guys are just hanging out here for now. Let the boats do their thing. We do have the people... What's this fine individual doing? Hanging out? Going to school? Let's get to school, friends. Get to school. Oh, wait. That is the... Renown dude. Yes, the doctor trainee. Did I do that right? No, I didn't. You are sailmaker, and you are rope maker. Good. There, we're using 16 hemp a turn to make sailcloth and rope down here now. We're actually producing quite efficiently. You're slightly low on the health supply, huh? Well, I mean, we've got supplies for a settler. So why don't we get this guy working? Might as well get him training at something, right? Offset the health problems. I'm okay with that. Silver up in here. Okay. It's nice to see things like the coats appearing. The cocoa leaf, which is still being done at a very low rate here just to drain through our supply. Wait, you're making coffee? You're not supposed to be making coffee. You should be doing sugar here, friend. Sugar. Do. And you are making cocoa pods, which you also shouldn't be making. Lumberjack. Mining, stone quarrying. Mining. Farming? Are you able to do sugar there? This is a plantation on savanna. This is a jungle savanna. Yeah, we totally could. Sugar, and sugar. For sure we could. William Penn is now able to support Lewis and Clark. 2 of them at once? You cheater. Ooh. Colonial militia cannot move for 1 turn. That's fine. We'll hold off until we get some supplies. A colleague has joined us for work. Now, you can probably go to the capital and get trained. Let's go there. Although, we will need trainees here as well, like in other places. For instance, this place has need of 1 lumberjack, but that's already there. 49 turns, you'll be almost ready. Got an expert miner. Is there a mine there? There is a mine there. And there's a quarry there. Probably don't need that to be a quarry. It could probably have been a mine. Go there. Toolsmith. Go here. Doctoring. Improving the doctoring situation. We're dropping a little bit of food, though. If we do that, we get angry people. More angry people. Which means we should probably... How do we do this? Instead of tobacco, one of you needs to switch up, probably. You're already an expert, so wait a second. You are making 9, you are making 9. Go with farming. That'll put us in a surplus, which we need to maintain. This should improve once the health, as the health starts to improve with the renowned medic here. The town hospital is being built. Yeah, I guess we can keep carpentering for a little longer. There's 9 turns left if we do that. Okay. Wouldn't hurt to have another carpenter here for sure. We'll look into those later, though. This guy can go back to resting for a while. The flute, I don't think there's anything that needs to be delivered out of here. Because none of it's going to be, like, enough of it supplied. Let's go down. Actually, the galleon can go down and pick that guy up. Let's bring the flute back here. There's a frigate. That is a big old ship. Hi, friend. Just so happens that the waterways have opened up spontaneously. No idea why. They might have been not related to you at all. I'm sure there wasn't. Yikes. Scary spot, lads. Scary spot. All right, let's put the road down here. Do you need some more workers up this way? Listen. Stop it. I don't need more servants. Nothing destroyed, stolen, so they left. Good. What's going on? My lord. Whaling along our coast is promised. Okay, we could get a master train oil cooker. Is there any places along our coasts? Yeah, we'll spend $500 to get a master train oil cooker. We could spend $1,800 and train a ranger. No, thank you, sir. Is this the last of the trainees? Yep, last of the experts. Good. We now have enough food supply. We have only the 1 lumberyard, or lumberjack here. Why? Oh, because he just experted as well. Lovely. Lots of lumberjacking now. We do need another master carpenter. See if we can get one from the coast here, or from the docks here. Can we get a master carpenter, please? That would be lovely. Thank you. You are ready to train. Excellent. Drill sergeant would give him 10% more combat strength. I believe veteran would unlock leadership sooner, though. Let's do that. The leadership one is like a 50% boost. Don't know what you're talking about. Forget. I think he has to sail around. Could be wrong. He might be able to sail right through our turf. Oh man, that boat is so slow. Or that dude is so slow. He's not upgraded. Seasoned scouts that are not, like, don't have a couple upgrade points are just trash. They're terrible. Let's move you onto the better fishing spot. That's excellent. We're now continuing our silver supply. There's actually 200 silver available here. That's awesome. That's, what is that? 200 silver, $20 a piece. That's $4,000. Not bad. And the firebrand preacher is cutting down the trees. The elder statesman is making them into buildings. Good. Town hall will be the next thing for you. No, it won't. Blacksmith will be the next thing for you. And then a town hall. Then you'll need a hospital. Then you will need a well. And then you'll need a church upgrade. And then probably the carpenter upgrade, but that'll come later. It'll be a long haul for all of that. All right, over here. Good. Finish the quarry. The good road on it. We have a... Do we have a mine here? This place does have an iron mine, right? It doesn't. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, it's gonna now. That's gonna be turned into a mine up there. Hi, friend. What are you complaining about? You're working on making a lodge. Or you finished making a lodge. Weren't you making a lodge? I think so. Yes, this one is being turned into a lodge. So we have the logging up there. This will become a lodge. That's fine. Oh, did he just become a veteran? He just became a veteran. That's why he got interrupted by him. Okay. Yeah, and you can do your thing. Who is just getting my attention over here? These guys? Probably not. Ah, there it is, the master train oil guy. Now, that requires that we have a whale. There is whale here. So maybe we make a whaling boat. Okay, I don't hate that idea. Let's see about making a whaling ship. Well, we don't even have a dock here. A proper dock here, do we? What's up? Why do we not have a... If we got a full dry dock here. Oh, what the heck? It's right here. Something was confusing me. Whaling ship? Is that a thing? Whaling boat. There should be. Indeed. Let's put that ahead of the trek, and we'll make 2 of them. City Holland 2 treks. Let's go to the City Hall after the whaling boat, 2 whaling boats and a oil factory. And then the City Hall, and then the 2 treks. Good. Gold in, silver in, but both of these are going to go down to this guy, because this fine fellow needs to take off and go pick up another unit down here. There. Good. And you can load up any silver and gold you have, and something else if there's a full stack of it. Nope, no full stacks yet. Cloth and things, but that's not really a thing I want to be selling to the old world. Let's just go with what we've got here. Go ahead and say 1 turn more, and then you'll take whatever's there. This guy can just wait, because he needs some work to do. We need more trainees, so... Expert sugar planter. Nice. Let's go there, and then swap up here. What do you get? 9 sugar. Okay. You can go and train. These guys are now no longer useful here, but I will get them out into the ocean here to hopefully produce enough food to not add to problems, and maybe they can earn their freedom eventually, because they're getting there. They've been at it for a while. They've stuck it out. 31 days, 14. It's not a lot, but fur trader is done. Now, why is the fur trader here? He should be elsewhere, right? Yeah, he should go to Port Nassau as well. Spices and fur will be done there. The oil train guy can stay here, though. So you can go to Fort Nassau. Lovely. We now have our next plantation up here for the, not sugar, for the berries, coffee berries. Okay, so we got coffee berries, we got tobacco, and we've got cocoa. Right, then up here, I'm not sure if you're going to make a farm out of this or what you're going to... Oh no, this was going to be processed for these guys to make barley. So you go ahead here. We're going to make a barley farm, which is a standard farm, not a plantation. That plantation's done. We need the... what is it called? The spice production down here. Okay. Going good. More raids happening. Stop raiding my people. He's hanging out there. I wonder if he's going to move after this. He might actually be there to counter... Wait, what? Successfully fought off the Braves, but we got some raiding happening. Yeah, look at that. I wonder if that's legitimate what he's doing. Because there hasn't been a frigate there before. Let's see. He didn't move. I don't know if the two of them could take him. Maybe. They got a decent chance of retreating. So maybe if they would retreat, first if the first one attacks and then retreats, that might work, because then they might get out and be able to let the next person come in and take them out. Next boat come in and take them out. But so we'll get 10 logs back from removing the light forest here, but then turn it into a collector's post, which is great. 50 turns to collector's depot. That one's the first spice point. This place is going to be made into an ore mine. This one already has a lodge. We need to put in a spot here for another collector's spot there. All right. Load up the silver and the gold, whatever you got left. And head to Europe. Fur trader's on site. He's gonna do something other than fur trading, I suppose. He can help cut some trees down, I guess. Starvation is, unfortunately, increasing here. Weavers, warehouse, town market. No, weavers, then the fur traders, please. You're around here somewhere. I know you are. There's the fur trader's house. Good. I mean, they do need the expansion here. And then probably the upgrade for the spice trader would be a good idea too. Don't do the food here. Printing press would be good to get as well. That's fine like that. You've got your road and your cocoa leaf. These two guys are working on the other product. We have a lodge, or a woodcutter's lodge here and here, correct? No. Here. Are we putting another lodge in? I think right here was the plan. That's jungle. That's hill, jungle, savanna. Okay. Light forest, forest. So the only spots that have forest is this lodge and that lodge. We'll go with the foresters there. Then this one is going to get cleared for the other purpose. You got the silver. You can head to Europe. And you're ready to pick up the treasures. So let's take these two and see if we can combine them. We can. Okay. That's fine. Then we can go ahead and buy 3 shipments of whatever. Thank you, friend. We have another guy that we can interact with here. Probably not, eh? Nah, they're out of range. That's fine. We won't be allowed to trade there, so we may as well head back to the city. It's a bit of a long range and a very small side relations going on there, so. Endless raids, huh? Whaling boat has been destroyed. Progress on the whaling boat was destroyed? Really? Ugh. Okay, carpenter's going to somewhere. One of the cities, anyways. We could use an expert miner in Fort Nassau. And that's it. Brewer for...
Uw commando.
What again? Brewer. Which one do? You do beer primarily, so the beer is going to go into the... We'll take the line infantry supplies for these guys, actually. I'm not going to leave them as line infantry, but I bet you we've got some free colonists that we can convert into line infantry with those supplies. So you guys are going brewer. That's the barley. It's going to go to Vegas. So we'll stop you in Isabella. Good. Alright, you've made your sugar plantation. Get a road in it, please. You guys are done. Someone needs some training. It's fine, fellow vet 3. We need leadership for sure. That's it, okay. Just make sure they're all trained. And who do we have here? This is a red pepper planter. Good. You can come up to Fort Nassau, which is where you're going to do your red pepper planting. Weaver's house is ready. That's great. We can start cloth weaving from whomever we have as the cloth weaver. Do we have a weaver here somewhere? Hello, weaver. Where are you? Red pepper planter. Spice. Oh, yes, our spice lady right here can start making some spices. From those, we have master spice trader also gets the bonus for salt. So we need another one of those. Oh, that's an awkward situation, because then that building has to contain both of the inputs. Interesting. Okay. Red pepper plant lady can go in here. Not yet, I guess she can't. Didn't we have a weaver? You're a hemp person. You guys are working the fur. You're working lumber. Cotton planter. Farmer. Oh, we had a weaver. I guess not. We do have a food shortage, however. Not ideal. Alright, you are going to... you can head up... You don't have any, like, training, right? You've not been working on anything for X amount of time or something? It is a new person. It is a new person. Okay. And then that new person can go up to here. Alright, now let's see if we can make this. We'll remove jungle, and it adds a bunch. Good. Lovely, lovely. Okay, this is a caravel, and that is their frigate. I mean, we could go after them. – 20% withdraw chance. There is a 75% chance we don't die. We'll pass. It's not worth it. Pirates take opportunity, hits of opportunity that have a value to them. And I suppose our privateers should do the same. Hi, Galleon. That's funny. We just sent you up to... Oh, no, I didn't send you up. I just unloaded and left it there. I didn't mean to combine it and leave it there. I meant to leave it on the boat. Quarry with the road, quarry with the road. Then this space up here is going to be getting into a spicy spot. Good. How are we doing? We're at about the hour marker, which seems to be where we're heading on these all the time. Piecework. What is this for? Is this our first cloth production? Yes, lovely. All right, silver drop off from the first West Coast silver. That's from the new port. It's awesome. That place should have... Probably should have a... Hold on. Let's check that before we end today. What do we have here? We have a firebrand preacher and a statesman. Cool. We need a carpenter and a lumberjack. That will do. Donkey. Yeah, if we get a carpenter and a lumberjack, that should be fine. And then we could use a miner and a tool guy as well, but I think a carpenter and a lumberjack is probably okay for Europe. You have only the need for 2. Carpenter and lumberjack. Okay. Lumberjack and a carpenter. That's the reinvestment into that town. And I think what we'll do is we'll also hire them up as line infantry for their supplies, and then we'll leave the supplies in the city. This place can go back to what's the oh, Fort Orange. Yes.
Geen probleem.
I was like, what? Why is there a missing town? But that's because Fort Nassau is obviously not easy to get to by boat. You know, there's a problem with that. I'm not sure why. They haven't figured it out yet, but they haven't. All right, you guys can do nothing because we're short on food. Gotcha. You can stand outside the door, which is a good idea right now. All right. This is a caravel, which can be now hit by that. He's out of range. And then the other fleet, that was the privateer, right? No, that was the frigate. Privateer looks bigger and bulkier. Frigate's a more slick, lean ship. Zoop, back to base. You want to take us on? Haha. Rising has declared war on Machipara. The Russians and the Portuguese have made peace. Nice. Not nice. There's a frigate, a pirate frigate down here, which is kind of the vessel that's designed to chase galleons. That's what the frigate is really all about, right? We're going to unload this stuff. I'm going to wait a turn. Let that guy wander on by. Maybe we move you out of here? No, we're not. We're going to leave you in place there. Oh, there's 2 of them. Lovely. Combine up. Good. Make the pepper post there. I think I'm supposed to be done meandering here, but you guys are going to unload your military and head back down to here. The flute is honestly enough to take the gold and the silver out at a rate that we're producing it, and we're not mass producing the other for sale resources yet. I mean, you probably won't get to that stage before the local production starts making up for it. So we have line infantry, indentured, and these guys were not all supposed to be line infantry, actually, right? Those guys are. These guys up here were supposed to be... This is a master brewer. He's going to go up here. And then he's going to... not clear specialty. But he's going to... Master brewer. No. I want you to... Okay, we can't do that now. We'll have to look at him next time. Expert miner and carpenter. Was it La Isabella that needed an extra carpenter? It was. Tools. Miner and carpenter, right? No, I don't think you needed a miner here, actually. Okay. I do need a miner, but he's not here. Expert miner, switch to a colonist. Drop off your goods, head down to Fort Nassau. The carpenter, switch to carpentering things, please. Good. And you speak to the locals. They're indigo planters and they like cigars. Not really relevant. So we got 2 carpenters here. We actually have enough lumber coming in because we got the 2 lumberjacks. We have a slight surplus. That needs to improve dramatically as they expand their buildings, and we get the health situation continuing to improve here in La Isabella. We are 2 tools away and 4 turns away from the town hospital upgrade, which will help things out immensely. Then the tobacconist upgrade happens here. These guys and these guys are all good. That's it for this area. fish, lumber. Then we need a lumber yard. Yeah, that's what you're going to need there as well. Okay, and then you'll go with the dry dock, I think. No, probably the church and the college. And then a dry dock. And a tavern. Good. All right, well, we're going to put in a cut there. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining me. I hope you guys are enjoying the game still and having yourselves a good time. And we'll see you in game.